We got to get into this, guys. We have to break down this lawsuit. Listen carefully, listen closely, because this lawsuit is crazy. Also, just dropped a new reel on Instagram, Amorad_Morali. Check that out, please. Okay, so Jay-Z has been officially hit with a new lawsuit, as well as Meek Mill, Robert Rameek Williams, sorry, I had no idea, and Sean Corey Carter have both been attached in this document that we basically have to get into. Anticipated litigation will seek monetary damages, injunctive relief, and full disclosure of financial and legal records pertaining to the deliberate misattribution and unauthorized use of petitioner's work in connection with Meek Mill's legal defense. Reform Alliance Publicly Advocacy and the financial dealings supporting said efforts. Factual basis and evidence. Petitioner Hamlet Garcia Jr. actively engaged in legal research, drafting and procedural filings aimed at securing post-conviction relief for Meek Mill. Through certified mail, electronic correspondence, and legal filings, petitioner directly transmitted procedural strategies and legal work to attorneys involved in Meek Mill's defense. Despite knowledge and direct receipt of these legal efforts, respondents subsequently leveraged said work for their benefit whilst failing to provide acknowledgement, credit, or compensation. Public statements and financial records suggest that Sean Corey Carter, Jay-Z, and Reform Alliance were primary financial backers of Meek Mill's legal efforts, directing payments to McMonagle and Tacopina, attorneys who knowingly utilized petitioner's procedural work. Wow. Further, lobbying records, case filings, and internal communications suggest procedural manipulation and strategic judicial engagement by Reform Alliance, raising serious concern regarding improper influence over Pennsylvania's judiciary. Petitioner holds certified proof of communications, registered legal filings, and evidence of correspondence with various legal actors involved in Meek Mill's case. Any attempt to deny involvement will be rebutted with documentary and evidentiary support. Bleep, including formal deposition requests, subpoenaed financial transactions, and judicial communications obtained through public records of law. So before I get into the rest of this conversation, I basically want to give you guys in layman terms what is happening, just in case these legal terms are confusing anybody. It basically looks like a lawyer is saying that he did all of the work for Meek's case and they basically did not credit him at all. Rather, he is accusing them of getting to the judiciary in PA, which could mean the judges, and also basically taking work from him and his legal expert advice and basically copying it similar so that Jay-Z and Reform can basically use it for Tacopina and for the other lawyers. Now, Tacopina is a name that might be familiar with you guys because Tacopina is somebody who just represented A$AP Rocky, and A$AP Rocky was able to get off scot-free. Now, how he got off scot-free completely, honestly, I did not expect that. I wouldn't be surprised if there was some kind of judiciary manipulation that took place within that lawsuit in that case where he got off scot-free, because it didn't make any sense. But Tacopina is that same lawyer. He also was helping Meek Mill, where, you know, Jay-Z was obviously paying for stuff and etc., and Reform as well, from what this lawsuit is saying. Tacopina is also the same person who came forward and said that he looked at the P. Diddy case, but that he basically is not going near it under, you know, Roc Nation's orders. And of course, that would be a slap in the face to Diddy, because if Tacopina worked with Diddy, I guaranteed you there would be some kind of manipulation judiciary-wise, and he would have got off Diddy scot-free. But this basically shows that Diddy's lawyers are completely unrelated to these people, and so we don't know if that's going to be happening this way. If manipulation continuously happens, I don't know. It is alleged. But I want to continue reading this to you guys, because basically the legal claims are unjust enrichment. Respondents benefited financially from petitioner's legal work whilst failing to provide fair compensation and recognition. Fraudulent misrepresentation and misappropriation. Petitioner provided legal filings under the expectation of fair engagement, yet respondents appropriated these filings without disclosure, attribution, or acknowledgement, basically copying and making them similar without him even knowing. Poor guy. Pennsylvania recognizes the cause of action for fraudulent inducement and misrep where a party fails to disclose material facts resulting in unjust gain. Civil conspiracy, respondents engage in a concerted effort to leverage and exploit petitioners' work, knowingly collaborating in actions designed to misappropriate credit and financial benefits. Number 4, procedural suppression and judicial process interference. I think judicial process interference is a very interesting one. Court records indicate that legal arguments nearly identical to petitioners were advanced whilst his direct filings face suppression, procedural obfuscation and delays. This raises serious concerns regarding legal ethics violations and judicial influence, warranting further investigations and legal scrutiny. So of course, this particular person is basically saying that they have 14 days of receipt of this notice and that he's not playing around. And to be honest with you guys, I feel like this particular person, Hamlet Garcia, is being very serious. Once again, there's always a lawsuit in regards to corruption in the courts, judiciary systems, and the fact that, you're hiring certain people, or you think that you are, but you're giving their work to your own lawyers, you're leaving them in the dust. Some kind of corruption is going on. Now, again, Jay-Z is facing another lawsuit. If there aren't lawsuits in regards to Cash App and financial investors and how upset they are with them, which there are 2 as of right now, then of course the lawsuit where he was attached with Diddy that just got dropped, then the pending lawsuits against Busby that are still actively going on, and now we have this basically which came out and was publicized as of yesterday or this morning. It's crazy to me. Why is he facing consequently so many lawsuits like in the past 4 or 5 months? Oh Lord. Yeah, he is basically not playing, guys. He's not playing at all. Let's read some statement of facts in this particular lawsuit. Petitioner authored and filed legal arguments and strategic motions in the Commonwealth vs. Williams, which were subsequently suppressed, delayed, and procedurally manipulated, whilst nearly identical arguments were later advanced by Meek Mill's legal team. Wow. Evidence shows that Jay-Z and Reform Alliance financially backed the legal strategy that directly mirrored petitioner's filings, with Meek Mill's attorneys receiving compensation to litigate a case already structured by petitioner. Petitioner engaged in direct legal advocacy and communication, sending certified and registered mail to relevant legal teams and receiving responses that indicated knowledge of petitioner's work. Despite this, the credit and financial benefit for the advocacy effort were misattributed to respondents, resulting in unjust enrichment and procedural suppression of petitioner's filings. Petitioner respectfully requests an order authorizing the issuance of subpoenas for the production of documents and depositions from financial records, legal communication, internet, emails, texts, bank transfers from Jay-Z, bank transfer from Reform Alliance and related entities to Meek Mill's team, court and government communications, baby. Hamlet Garcia, this man is not playing, do you understand? This man is not playing at all. So this is a very, very intricate lawsuit, and I feel like this man is not playing, that this lawsuit is very detailed, is because this man also had the legal expert, basically a lawyer, correct me if I'm wrong, he was basically helping on the Meek Mill's case, and then he found out, hold on, I ain't getting credited. You're taking my work. All of the stuff that you've come up with, Mr. Tacopina, is very similar to what I was. So you're basically stealing my stuff? You're going to leave me at the back burner. Judiciary, basically corruption is basically going on amongst the systems in Pennsylvania is what he's also stating as well. This also could mean, and this may be a reach, but Tacopina, who also just helped ASAP Rocky, was that genuinely his own work and merit? Or did he copy from any other lawyers and stuff and etc.? Once again, some level of corruption. Once again, Jay-Z is attached to another lawsuit. And I believe Sloan Bella said that he's going to be facing a lot of lawsuits, in a successive manner. Financially, it could be hurting his pockets or just annoying his pockets. And I feel like this is what is happening right here. So I wanted to read out the lawsuit to you. There are a lot of legal terms, so it can be quite confusing. But basically, this particular person is saying that he did basically all of the work for the Meeks case and he did not feel or get credited. He also accuses them of getting to the judiciary in PA, and that in itself is a major allegation, because if you're being accused of getting to the judiciary in PA, then is that what happened for the ASAP case? Diddy was also accused in a lawsuit for judiciary corruption with the police, corruption with the judges, and etc. in a recent lawsuit that we read out to you guys. Because if you can be above the law, if you can have friends on the other side, if you can basically, you know, persuade these judges to turn over convictions, then you can do whatever the hell you want. You're above the law. That is a different level of corruption. Is that how ASAP got free? I honestly don't understand. But, you know, it doesn't look good for Jay-Z again, for the fact that, you know, bank transfers and statements and etc. are being requested to be subpoenaed. He basically is saying that he's helping in this level of corruption and manipulation is what Jay-Z's been accused of, to try and get Meek Mill out, and saying that this is what we're going to do, copy XYZ, not credit you, and that you have connection to the judges in a bad way. Lord have mercy. I don't know who this Hamlet Garcia guy is, but this is the lawsuit that he's just come out with, and I wanted to let you guys know what he's basically stating and what he's asking for and what he is accusing people of. Let me know your thoughts are, guys, when it comes to this video. Do subscribe to the channel, comment down below, give this video a thumbs up. I would appreciate it. I just put up a new Instagram reel as well with my friend. Please go check that out and show some engagement, and I'll catch you guys soon for another video at Murad_Merali.